Our nation is facing challenges today like never before. We are surrounded by an economic crisis. Every time we hear good news, it seems to be followed by bad news. And from the oil crisis in the Gulf to the unemployment numbers, people looking for work, people who have lost homes, the ability to get home loans and business loans and all of that environment, the meltdown of major corporations that no one ever thought would experience trouble. It's a day of crisis. The immigration crisis that's before us, where now it isn't just an issue of a porous border, but after 9/11, the very real threat that here on our own soil, there could be those who would do great damage. How do you address that? How do you close a very lengthy border? How do you redo the visa system, the entry system into the country that is so broken and many times treats people in a less than humane way? And what do you do with folks that are here because past administrations have taken a pass on even dealing with this issue, while one side or the other or both have postured and talked, but yet not taken definitive action, where now what has become a crisis could have been fixed without near as much effort a number of years ago. I'd like to ask you to be in prayer, because this week I'll be participating in a press conference in which we will put out in the open a pastor's declaration regarding immigration. There will be pastors who have already signed on from every denominational background and every ethnic group. And basically, it's a simple declaration in which we are asking our legislators to take action. We're asking them to end the political posturing that's happening and come together in the right kind of debate, the kind of debate that results in a solution to a severe problem. It comes out of seeing both of the political sides seemingly getting further and further away from each other. The problem with getting that far apart is that you feel like you have to yell. And generally, yelling is never a way to resolve an issue or to have a conversation. And so, as pastors, we're coming together to say it's really important for everyone concerned that you, as those people elected to represent us, address these in a way that will resolve this crisis that is before us. I'd like to ask you to pray. There are already several hundred pastors that have signed on. And as we make this public, we'd like to have tens of thousands of pastors in the coming months to sign on to this declaration, to just issue a prophetic call in the middle of this day to the people of the land, particularly to those who are called to rule, to do so in a way that will bring resolution to this crisis. And the third crisis that we face today is a broad one. It is the redefining and loss of our values. Greatness is found in what you value. Because what you value determines how you act, what you do, what you live for. And I guess I never thought in my lifetime I would see such a redefinition of those things that are the fundamental and foundational points that have brought greatness to this land. But we are living in that day. Everything from the issue of life that God holds in His hand alone, and to somehow redefining what that means so that we could kill multiplied tens of millions of babies in abortion centers all across this land, to the very idea of what truth is, or history being rewritten and redefined, though adequate documentation exists to know exactly what our forefathers intended. We face great challenges. And as we do, it brings us to a question. The question begins with what we've already talked about. What is it that has made us great as a nation? It continues with what will keep us great as a nation.